Hi, this is Tisha Perry with Giving Group Realty, and I have the honor today of being here with Jary Martinson with Union Home Mortgage. We want to talk to you about kind of a serious topic today, which is when you get notices in the mail, don't throw them away, right? Jary, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, hi Tisha. Thanks for having me. And yeah, it's definitely a very serious topic, and it can sometimes be a little bit funny, but other times it can be super serious. So there's several instances where items come in the mail, and we just can kind of assume that this isn't ours. And so for example, if your home insurance is included in your monthly mortgage payment, for example, and you get the bill, and the mortgage company is going to pay it, you might just throw it away. But if the mortgage company doesn't receive the bill, they're not going to pay it. And so you'll just keep getting cancellation notices until the insurance is completely canceled. And so that's why you just don't want to ever go on autopilot with anything you're receiving in the mail. So you want to look at it, make sure it's legitimate, follow up on it before you throw it away. Another example would be if the IRS sends you something. And whether you think you owe money to the IRS or not, if they think you do, then you should probably follow up on that. Or if you get something in the mail from a mortgage company that says you've applied with them, then you should probably look into that, even if you know that you haven't. And a lot of these could just be junk mail where people are trying to trick you or get you to call, or have some sort of a scheme that they're trying to push. But it also could be that something legitimately is happening that's wrong that you need to look into.
Yeah, and it's not really best practices anymore to Google the phone number that you want to receive, because unfortunately they figured that out, right? And so you Google the phone number to say call the mortgage company, and it directs you to somewhere else. So if anything feels like super high pressure, or you have to act fast, or this has to happen right now, back out of that phone call immediately and call again. And maybe the phone number that's listed on the form is the best one, or if you know it's your mortgage company and you've got documents from when you've worked with them, or you've worked with Jary and I, always can call us and ask us for that phone number. There is a scam going around also with the IRS, where they're sending out on behalf of the IRS, it looks legitimate. Hey, we didn't get your bank account information to be able to send in, your tax refund. I got that personally this last week, and I'm like, refund? I pay money like crazy. What are you talking about, refund? So I scanned a copy of that to my CPA, and she's like, yeah, it's a major scam going on with it. But the home insurance thing, tell me more about that, because I received that, and we've been the same mortgage company and same insurance company. So we think they're talking, but we got a cancellation notice, and it was like, why? Like, I didn't understand that. What happens with that? How does that happen?
Yeah, it's very common, and it happens mostly on the first renewal, where the insurance company will only mail you the bill and not send it to the mortgage company. And the mortgage company will never automatically assume you're going to stay with the same insurance company, because so many people change on renewal, where they'll go with a different company. So we don't want to pay a company that we don't know that you want to proceed with. And so we'll wait for a bill to come in, even to the point of having the insurance cancel. And when that happens, we'll force place insurance, is what we call it, where we'll put our own insurance policy on it that covers just the structure, none of your stuff. And we'll just have that running until you get new insurance or tell us about new insurance. We do send a letter saying that's happening, and you'll get cancellation notices from your insurance company. But normally that's only happening because they aren't sending the mortgage company the billing. And if you just call the mortgage company, tell them you want to stay with the same insurance company, they'll reach out and get a copy of the bill and pay it and take care of it. But it's just either going to be a call or a chat or an email, or call your loan officer, let them know so that they can follow up on it. But that's just one of those things you don't want to ignore, because if you're getting cancellation notices, we typically always pay the insurance in advance, so you'll never get one. So if you even get one cancellation notice, that means that they probably have not sent us the bill, and that we need to get a copy of that so we can pay it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jary, for walking us through some of those things that feel like maybe they're a scam, and there's so many of them out there right now. It's a little hard to know where to trust and what to do. I appreciate that. And next time you're going to talk to us about title and how people can possibly get on your title report. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, something the FBI calls house stealing. So if you didn't think your house could get stolen, You know, it's not just a house on wheels that can get stolen. It's actually a real house that you live in that could get stolen. And there are ways that people can do that. It used to be much more common before the mortgage meltdown, where certain laws were put in place, certain checks and balances were put in place. But it is still possible with identity theft and with really savvy criminals to be able to still potentially either steal your identity or use a fake identity and take out loans against your property and just walk away from it and leave you to figure this out of who you owe money to and how that works. So, and it's not an easy process, but we'll absolutely talk more about it.
Definitely. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to us, and appreciate all that you do, Jary.
Thank you. Good to talk to you, Tisha.